Alright, Tesla with Rock Me to the Top. This is standard tuning. It's a CVT lesson for my buddy Dominick. That took me totally down memory lane with this one. This was the actual first cassette tape I ever got in my life. I remember my first girlfriend, yeah, gave this to me for my birthday. And to me, this is my favorite cassette tape, album, CD, whatever, from Tesla. This song's killer. I think every song is killer on this album. So, Dominick, let's do it. You didn't want the solo because you said you were chicken, right? It's alright, dude. Rhythmically, you picked a really good one here, and this should suit you just fine. So, here's section 1 that comes in 1 second to 27 seconds, and I'm also going to show you the second guitar in the beginning, even though you just wanted the rhythm. But it's so cool and catchy, I figured, why not? You can pick and choose, right? So we have... Let's grab that first. All power chords here, well, not all, but for the most part. Open E, 2A. That's our E5. 2A, 4D. And then move that up to 3/5. So then go back to where you just were, 2/4 to open 2. That open 2 is on the A and D. So we have, and then open D and G, 3rd fret B. This is just a small 3-string G major chord. So open A, 2/2 D G. Okay, and then the next part, you're starting it over. Up to there. So let's play it up to there. Then we got this. 3A, 5D. You want to do quick staccato rests in here. And then go 2A, 5D. So I would use the pinky for all these power chords in this area, so you don't have to transition 2 fingers, right? And then open A, and then 3E, middle finger, pick, vibrato. So it's... If the vibrato's too crazy, Dominick, don't worry about it. Get the foundation of this. Get the chords solid, beat placement, all that stuff. So here's what I was talking about with the second guitar part. I just put section 1, guitar 2, coming in at 7 seconds. All right, so and this would go. Here we go. So, believe it or not, it's a power chord, just played on strings we're not used to doing them on. 5B, 7E. Use your 1st and 3rd for this, though. You'll see why. Hit them both, down, and then go down, up, down 3 times. It's a triplet, like the Maiden thing, right? So we have... Then just extend pinky to 8, high E. Keep this 1st finger where you got it. And you go down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Then right back to the 5/7, down, up, down. So it'd be... And then bar the 5th fret on the last 2 strings. Once, down, and then go down, up, down, down, up, down. So... Wait, try it again. Then 5/8, these are those quick rests again. 5/7, 5/5 twice. It's funny, I thought it was like... It's not, though. If you listen close, he stays on the 5/5, and the other guitars and the bass is grabbing a G note there, or at least the guitar. So that fits over the. Alright, so, and like I said, that's kind of a hook in this song. So, I mean, towards the end of the song, you'll hear him layer it back in. So, what I'm getting at, that's why I wanted to show you both guitars, because you may want to, at some point, go, oh, I'm going to switch over and play that part. Or you may not, but you got them both, either way. Okay, so, let's move on. Section 2 comes in at 28 seconds. This is the verse. Let's try that again. So, we're at the E5 power chord. Open E to A. And then quick rest, 4 open E's palm muted, no biggie, right? 2-4 A D, quick rest. Move it up a half step to 3-5. Quick rest, and then palm mute right off that 3rd fret A string 4 times. So it's. Then move back to 2-4, same strings, and then open 2. Now on this part, you're going to hit the open 2, no rest. Open A palm muted 8 times. So we got 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 into this. Middle 3A, palm mute twice. Hit the open G while you keep this down, and come right back to that 3A palm muted. Then move up to 5A, palm mute that, hit the open G, keep this down, palm mute the open D. So it's. And that is 2 times, by the way. Then we move into section 3. That comes in at 42 seconds, which is kind of a play off of this section. It's almost like a B section to this, but I separated it anyways. It's this. And then I got to turn it over to page 2. So you'll go. Let's work on that first, because then we're going to have. Yeah. That's the whole section. But 3-5 A D, quick rest. Palm mute off the 3A 4 times. 2-4 A D into open 2, and this is on the top of page 2, by the way. Quick rest with 4 open A's palm muted. 3E vibrato rest. So it's. Up to tempo. Alright, then we have this. Love this part. They're actually harmonizing it. This is the melody. Oops. What am I doing wrong here, Dominic? Alright, so open E, then this concept. Palm mute open E, go to 7A. Palm mute open E, go to 10A. So it's rest, slide, and then open E again. So it's. And then this concept again. Palm mute open E, 9A. Palm mute open E, 7A. But you got to jump into this 2-4 power chord. So into 2-4 quick rest, 3-5 quick rest. So it's. Might be the hardest part right there. There is another way we can go, but 99% sure it's here. Bands and guitar players don't always take the easiest way. They just kind of, we're all at different levels, we're feeling it a certain way. That's why going the easy route doesn't mean that's how the band chose to do it. Alright, so the next thing after that 3-5, which is the C power chord, you got the 4 palm mutes off the 3A to the 2-4 power chord. So to the open 2 power chord AD. And then check this out. It's like a build up here leading into the chorus. It'll be palm mute open A 3 times, and I would pick a little softer and go more dynamic. Pick harder as you go. Palm mute, palm mute, palm mute, open A 2D power chord, no palm mute 5 times. Then 2A, 4D, 4G. I like to bar stuff like this, Dominic. You can use your 3rd, 4th, or 2 fingers. Hit those 3. So, let it ring. Open D, 2G. 12A, slide into open 2AD. So it's... And then hit that power chord again. And let it ring. So it's... Open E, 3E, vibrato. So... If you go a little past the 12 on the slide, don't sweat it. I mean, try for that because that's how they recorded it, but it's the feel of that slide if you can get it in there that you want. And that's the, he just happens to go to 12. Then you're back into the chorus. All right? Oh, by the way, one thing I wanted to point out, dude. Dang it. It's all right. Thank God it's just Dominic. Because you know me, dude. Now, check this out. The beginning on section 1 when we're going, you know, it goes through that, but it does that 2 times. That's why you'll see from 1 second to 27 seconds you do that, and you know that second guitar comes in, all that. But on the other times outside of that first time, it's where you have the E5, C5, and the A5. You're going to hit those chords 2 times instead of 1 time, and they'll fall before the rests on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and the 6th, 7th, and 8th rest. In other words, like this. You know what I mean? And then again. So be mindful of that. You could just play section 1 every time that comes around, but this is how Tesla's doing it, and I'm a stickler about like trying to do it the way the band's doing it. You know this. You know this. Did you notice? All right. So what's next? What's next? Well, I got to go back to page 2, don't I? We are on. Well, repeat section 1, section 2, section 3, section 1. Then we got the rhythm for the pre-solo comes in at 152, and that's going to be this. All right, and then I have to go to page 3. But let's get started on that. Pre-solo. Kind of sounds like a Motley riff or something, huh? 5th fret D and G. I like to bar stuff like this. You can use 2 fingers, but I don't know. You work with it. Try it with the bar though. I think there's a lot to be said by getting used to barring. So you'll 1, 2, 3 on the open A after that. Rest 1, 2, 3, and then hit the chord again. Chordigan. It's a cardigan. And then a quick rest, and then do the same beat concept over 7 on the D and G, and use your 3rd finger to bar. Then back to the 5. Then it changes, so we can top out that pie again. There's 4 quarters. 1st and 3rd are the same, 2nd's different, and the 4th is different. And here's the fourth one. 2, D, G, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 7 hits there. I made that seem easy, but you know, 7's an odd number, and sometimes we get lost in our mind. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 on that open A. Then we go back and do it again. And we stop. No star the second time. Instead, we go to the top of page 3, which would be 3 more open A's. So now that's similar to something we did. 3, 5 AD, rest, 2, 5, same. Open 2 this time instead of just an open, and then a 3 E. So then we got the rhythm for the solo, which to me reminds me of like a Malcolm Young, you know, something that would be an AC/DC. It's a E major. Go middle 2 A, third 2 D, first finger 1 G. Let me play it first. Okay, that's going to go 4 times. 4th time we're going to cut the last 2 chords out, and I'll show you what happens. Because there's multiple guitars going on, by the way. There's like and I caught a little piece of that at the end, so you get kind of the best of both worlds. So like I said, the E chord twice into this G, which I call the rock G. Middle 3 E, muted A. You're naturally probably going to mute it anyways. And third finger 3 B. So it's E through B, and you'll go open A, 2 D and G, ring. So right back to the E, you'll see double dots. So to start it again from the G. Then we move on to finish it with the G, the A, and then this G, open D and G, and 3B. Why didn't he go? He probably does sometimes live, but I heard it as 3 strings there. And that's going to go 4 times. So on the 4th time we do this. And then you'll see a star. Don't do those 2. Instead, go barred 12 DG, and we'll go from there to 14 DG vibrato. And that's actually doubled through all this. I just wanted to give you a taste of it. So it'd be, and then 12 DG, rest, and slide. So okay, I wanted to let you decide what you wanted to do there, because it sounds cool having that guitar ringing as the other one's going. You know what I mean? So you would go open 2-2, EAD. Then you hit them twice. And then 2A, 4D, 4G to 3-5-5. So they're just a little bigger on those 2 chords. 2-4 AD. That's the same at the beginning, and then this with the power chord over the A5 instead of just going to the open A, right? At 2:43 when you're doing the, and it goes, and like and that, I just wanted to throw that in there too because it sounds cool, but really that's a third guitar thing happening, I believe. Natural harmonic above fret 2 on the G. They're tough to get. And then whammy down. There you go. Section 1, 3 times, no star. Then the end, it's open 2 twice. Like the beginning, right? Then when you go to the 2/4, you'll go quickly into the open 2, and you'll strum it. You'll have 4 of those A5s. Right there. Matter of fact, I think it slows down there. You'll go 3/5, 2/5, open 2, 3/5 EA. Well, it's starting to slow down. 3/5 EA, then go 3/5, 2/5, open 2, 3 E muted A, and then 3 on the B and E. It's a full G chord. Okay, so 3/5, let it ring, A D. 2/5, open 2, and you end it with this. Open D and G, open 2, EA, and that's the end. There's some solo stuff over it. You'll go 7 A, 9 on the D and G, and you'll go and slide it down. There you go, my brother Dominic. Let me know. Send me videos of you playing this. I'm curious. I want to see how you do with it, man. And thank you. I had a blast doing this. See you later.